We'd like to call the meeting to order on this July 17th, the Waycross Ware County Public Library Board of Trustees meeting. It is 4:01 and we will officially begin. At this time, invocation. Ms. Denton, do you mind giving an invocation? We're putting her on the spot.
Oh, I sure will. Lord God in heaven, we pray in the name of Jesus Christ that you help us to make the right decisions, represent you well, love you above all else. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Okay, just a little reminder of our conduct policy. Our crowd is much thinner than what it has been in the past, so I don't anticipate any problems, but just a little reminder. No jeers or shouts from the floor. We want to keep our decorum with the crowd that's here. I know we're not going to have any problem. And once again, for those speaking today, please address the board, not the audience. And as a reminder, the first speaker on a topic has 5 minutes, the subsequent has 1 minute, and Sherry will be keeping time for us. So at this time, Mr. Tapp, I think you are first on our agenda.
Good afternoon, my name is Ken Taft. I'm a resident of Waycross, an attorney with an office downtown. I go to Grace downtown. I'm a member of the Friends of the Library, and I'm also a member of the Okefenokee Library Alliance. For over a year now, I've attended these meetings with the trustees after a single patron's complaint led to about some pride flags that were hanging around the circulation desk was made. Those pride flags have been taken down. They were meant to welcome a minority, marginalized community, but even since they've been gone, there's been many insults hurled at the LGBT community. Those have been false accusations that have been made. Our members of the community have been called pedophiles and groomers. They've also have been false claims that the library is somehow unsafe for children, all while scapegoating LGBT members as the cause for that. We LGBTQ library patrons are citizens of this city, county, state, and country. And it's time for this board to stand against the discrimination that's been leveled against us. I am calling for the members of this board to amend Article 3, Section 3 of the Constitution of the Waycross Ware County Public Library Constitution. That provision currently states, no person shall, on the basis of race, sex, creed, age, disability, cultural background, or national origin, be excluded from participation in the programs, activities, or benefits of the Waycross Ware County Public Library. Furthermore, no person shall, on the basis of race, sex, creed, age, disability, or national origin, be denied full access to the facilities of the Waycross Ware County Public Library. I am asking this board to amend that provision to bring it in line with the Georgia Public Library Services non-discrimination provision. The proposed amendment, which you have a packet in front of you, I'm asking it to state, the Waycross Ware County Public Library recognizes, values, and actively affirms the dignity of those it serves, regardless of heritage, education, beliefs, race, income, religion, gender, age, sexual orientation, gender identity, or physical or mental capabilities. No person shall, on the basis of heritage, education, beliefs, race, income, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity, creed, age, physical or mental capabilities, cultural background, or national origin, be excluded from participation in the programs, activities, or benefits of the Waycross Ware County Public Library. Furthermore, no person shall, on the basis of heritage, education, beliefs, race, income, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity, creed, age, physical or mental capabilities, cultural background, or national origin be denied full access to the facilities of the Waycross-Ware County Public Library. In the year since this all began, despite the false and hateful rhetoric, not one instance has been shown of actual harm at the hands of members of the LGBTQ community. Yet, there was an incident involving sexual assault at this library and its restrooms that has not been addressed, and that was not involving a member of the LGBTQ community, but rather two heterosexuals. On January 30th of this year, the police responded to an incident in which an adult male and an adult female were engaging in sexual activity in the library restroom. When the female decided she no longer wanted to participate, the male became agitated, but the female was able to break free. While this board has been consumed with the issue of LGBTQ folks at the library, it has actively ignored the real threat that has been posed by heterosexual members at the library. For that reason, I'm asking this board to focus on what really matters, which is making sure that all people, regardless of their background, be welcomed at this library. There should be no controversy to this in this day and age. And I hope that, and I appeal to the humanity of each and every member of this board. People who I have known, literally some of you since middle school. And I hope that you can see that only by putting an end to discrimination can this be stopped.
Thank you very much. Okay, next on our docket is Mr.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Hersey. I'm a member of the Okefenokee Library Alliance, a member of the Friends of the Library. I'm an active patron of this library and the moderator of the Adult LGBTQ+ Book Club. I think we can all agree that discrimination is wrong, illegal, in fact. Purposely trying to hurt those marginalized populations because of personal beliefs is wrong. Several of the board members here have adamantly purported that you absolutely don't discriminate. You've been very loud about just how opposed to discrimination you are. Your uncle's cousin's sister is gay and you hug their neck. How can you discriminate? And yet you refuse to institute non-discrimination policies, actively try to change current policies to make discrimination easier, or refuse to sign ethics statements that would demonstrate you would protect the most vulnerable of library patrons. The purpose of this library board is to support the library and its active patrons. Your job is to advocate for the people who actually use the library, to put your personal beliefs aside for the greater good, and not use your seats to push whatever agenda you see fit by creating problems where none exist. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, next on our docket agenda is, Mr. Hargrove. I do not believe that he is here. Is Mr. Hargrove? Okay. So moving down to our next speaker in this topic is, recommended reading displays. Ms. Hersey?
Me again. So I'm going to start with some questions. How many of you have ever been to a book club or actually have library cards? Have you actually been and looked at the library displays, the book displays? I know there's a lot of drama around the things that are displayed here at the library. But the displays are not just for any certain demographic. They're not for one set of ideology. They're for everybody to come and learn about different things that they may or may not be interested in or may not realize they're interested in. There's a lot of books right now that I necessarily don't want to read. You know what I do? Just don't read them. The process to participate in a book club, you have to come, you have to ask for the book, you have to take it home, you have to read it, come back and talk about it. So if there's book clubs that people don't agree with, or book displays people don't agree with, they just don't have to do it. You just don't have, just that simple. You don't have to check them out. You don't have to engage. That's it. You can't just remove public information and books just because you don't agree with them. There's romance books that are displayed that are legislation. That's fine. I promise I'm not just reading this out loud.
Thank you for our guest speakers today.
Sure.
Next on our agenda is the approval of minutes from the previous meeting. Trustees received an email from Ms. Martin with all our documentation, so everyone should have received this in advance. We'll give you a minute just to thumb through the minutes. And this will be the minutes for that April 17th meeting, regular meeting. Is everybody good? Has everyone been able to read it in advance?
Move to accept the minutes? Move to
Um,
accept the minutes?
Time to approve the minutes, if we approve the minutes without objection, are we good? We don't have to have a motion. Our parliamentarian has informed me, schooled me a little bit, that, if we are all in agreement, any objections to the minutes? If there are none, then they are so approved as presented. So we have the approval of minutes, no objections. Old business. Next on the agenda, the discussion of bylaws and constitution. In your agenda packet, you will have the bylaws first, and then constitution. We have two matters that we need to have action on, two actions in today's meeting concerning the bylaws and the constitution. Again, bylaws are first on the docket.
I would like to move that we wait until we see what the regional board's gonna do, because I was reading on that. It supersedes whatever we do on our local board, so we need to find out what the regional board's going to do before we make changes, before we accept these changes.
I mean, shouldn't we be, the regional board, that kind of supersedes everything anyway and concerns all 5 libraries, so having a different constitution or bylaws from them anyway seems
Yeah.
kind of odd.
So we kind of felt like, I see Evelyn's point is a little backwards, so if we wait and have the regional and then vote on and then pass down, we can amend like our date and time. That's really where you have some of the differences, so if we're all in agreement, we will have a motion to, for the action. If you move in your packet, and so the question would be, the approval of the amendments to our bylaws. We have 3 options here, and we will entertain a motion it sounds like we're all in agreement to table. So we have a motion,
I move that we table this until the next meeting.
okay? We have a second, okay? So all those in favor to postpone the approval of the bylaws until the next regional board meeting, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, and so, all, and I also promised our secretary that I go a little bit slower, so do you have the motions and the seconds, right?
Yes.
Okay, all those opposed? Okay, none opposed, therefore, the motion's carried. We will table the bylaws until the regional meeting. The same matter, situation for the constitution.
consider the same
Mhm.
process for
Yes, yes. Do
constitutional
we have a
bylaws.
motion? Yes, I apologize that I'm going, here we go, here's my sheet. Yes, so this is the same situation. If we've done the bylaws, then it makes sense to do the Constitution. Do we have a motion to,
Motion.
okay, Evelyn Nixon, makes the motion with a second from Cheryl. Okay, so the question is, all those in favor of postponing the Constitution until the next regional board, meeting, please say aye. All those opposed? Okay, the motion's carried, therefore we will table the Constitution as well. Okay, the next order of business is new business. None on the agenda, Ms. Martin, nothing's been added, so this is current, so no new business.
I would like to make a motion that we have a roll call vote to amend or add to our constitution that we're working on, the, changes that Mr. Taft suggested.
Okay. So we'll put that in the minutes, and that is to entertain Mr. Taft's amendment,
Yes.
correct?
Now, he can actually he can propose for us to make a change in the amendment. And so
I'm
you're asking
proposing
that we vote
make
on
that amendment, yes.
Okay. When we are, after the,
Regional meeting.
so
I
the
think-
regional meeting will make that,
So Cheryl, I guess what I'm asking, are you, and Ms. Martin, with your expertise, you can, have a say as well. So your motion is for a consideration, is that what you're saying? Please restate what, I don't wanna state it for you.
Yes, for a consideration to be included into our constitution bylaws.
Okay, and this would be for the regional board.
Yes.
Did you get that, Carla?
mhm.
And I don't think there are any motions that need to be carried. It would be a matter of taking this correct to the regional board
For discussion.
for discussion. Goodness.
Mhm.
I wanna make sure we follow, order. The next item would be, financial report. Ms. Martin, would you? Oh, wait.
The trustees ethics statement.
Oh, okay, the trustee ethics statement, okay, well, actually, all right, Ms.
That's under-
let's back up.
Okay, so I'm gonna move that we refer this to the regional board for consideration.
I'm sorry,
The
Ms. Taylor.
trustees ethics statement, cause it does need to be looked at.
Okay. Did you get that? Alright, so we have two items being referred to the, regional board. One is the trustee ethics statement, as well as the proposed amendment by Mr. Taft. Any other things?
And the form of it, all of that.
That was tied into the constitution.
Yes,
Okay.
but we didn't know if everybody, would want to do that, so we can do that.
Okay.
It's almost like it's all one umbrella, it's part of the Constitution and bylaws. So, they're really not standalone.
So we have a motion, are we,
Do,
on the
do,
trustees and ethics statement? That would be
I'm
the
gonna
same
ask,
that's under,
yes, that would be. Because it is part of.
the Constitution.
Any other additions? All right, if not, we'll move down to the financial report.
And Lynn is available by phone if there's any questions that I can't answer. But you received this in your packet, and, if there's any questions that you may have, I can either write them down and get Lynn to respond to them directly, or we can call her Total revenues, this is for July, 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2023. Total revenues for the period are, $313,165.77, which is 98% of the budget. The revenue includes a $50 donation from the Ware Friends of the Library for the September library card sign-up prize, and then $500 for power washing of the building and sidewalks, and $350 towards the American flag mural in the foyer, and $400 for programs. Revenue includes $5,000 received from Satilla REMC Foundation. Revenue includes $448.97 received from the Ross Stores Foundation. Revenues include $17,649.75 received from the MRR Technology Grant. And revenue also includes $892 received from the Ross Stores Foundation. So the total expenditures are $340,237.75, which is 107% of the budget. Payment to travelers insurance for annual insurance premium, slightly more than budgeted for. I believe that was about $1,500 for errors and omissions insurance. Repairs and maintenance includes $4,203.05 to Golden Isles for printer maintenance agreement per item, $250 for installation of mural in foyer wall by Pierce County Graphics, payment of $12.25 to Lenovo for the maintenance agreement for the new patron computers, and $15.50 to Owens Janitorial for power washing of the building and sidewalks, and $675 to Sienna Fox Studios LLC for the American flag mural in the foyer. Dues, fees, and subscriptions include $390 registration fees for the branch manager, attendance to ARSL conference, and $15 for the virtual GLC conference, $15 for the Chamber of Commerce Scarecrow competition entry fee, and $225 for Chamber of Commerce membership dues. Expendable equipment includes $17,649.75 to Lenovo for the purchase of patron computers, and the amount was received from the MRR Tech Grant awarded to OK RLS. Public use purchases of headphones, guitar, chess, board games, and Chromebook cases have also been purchased. Items for the children area were purchased with the Ross Foundation funds. Camera equipment totaling $444.84 was purchased for the parking lot. A podium was purchased for the meeting room, 2 launch pads and adapters for public use, and power strips for the public computers. Repair and maintenance are expendable equipment, and expendable equipment includes payment of $19,859.24 to GoPro LLC for the Cat 2 wireless upgrade project, and $16,879.50 was reimbursed from E-rate funds. Salary and benefits under staff resources for $9,568.42 is Ware's portion of salary and benefits for the director's severance pay. You guys have any other questions or concerns about the report of the balance sheet?
And this is a reminder that Ms. Martin, I guess as you do the report, you haven't quite dug into our stuff because you're here as an interim anyhow.
Yes.
So, and Mr. Wiggum will begin when?
August 21st, he will be in attendance for the August 7th regional board meeting.
Okay.
For everyone to meet him, but his first day, we're looking at the week of the 21st right now,
Okay, week of the 21st.
of August, yes.
Does anybody have any questions for Ms. Martin? Thank you for that, that update. We have in our packet, director's report from Karen and Kat and so forth. Since we have Sherry here, is there anything that you want to share with the board?
So, I feel like I read, the same things every time. But we are very program heavy here. We have, we always have lots going on. But my favorite things that we have going on right now is we were part of the summer feeding program, with Ware County Nutrition, and we fed about 80 kids per day. through that, Monday through Thursday. That ended last Thursday, and today we started, our summer feeding program with Second Harvest of South Georgia. So we are still feeding, we're still feeding the kids every day. So, feeding kids is always a good idea. Another thing that we are doing is we are, partnering with, Legacy Link. And so that is a local agency, that helps seniors find jobs. And so they are using our computers here, daily to do their work training, which is amazing. And, so our, biggest brag, I think, is that in, June, we had, 4,879 door dings, which is the most we've ever had. And some of that probably did come from the summer feeding program, but one thing that we saw is once the people got here, they stayed here. So, all of those door dings count.
What was that word you said? Fourth, door ding.
Door ding.
Door ding.
Oh, we have a door counter, sorry. Yeah, we have a door counter. And, so, we're super excited about that. I mean, we're still ready for those kids to go back to school, but, but we're glad they've been here this summer.
Okay, that is the last item on our agenda.
Just to kind of piggyback on the report, I wanted to let you all know, since you are the Ware County Board, that, our Assistant Director, I've accepted her resignation for Karen Hankala.
Right, okay.
So her last day will be, the 24th of August.
And the same process will be, utilized for the director, correct? So we'll entertain, will we have an interim for her? How does that
No, we
work?
won't have an interim for her. She is on extended sick leave right now, and she'll be back about August 1st if her doctor releases her. And so we'll manage her, her absence, right now, and we will announce her job, closer to the time than when her last day is. But the director's position has been announced as of this morning.
Okay, so it's officially been announced. Okay, and then, we know next on the docket will be Karen's position. Any other news or questions from our board members? On our agenda is a reminder, that we have the regional meeting Monday, August 7th at 4:00 p.m. here. And then our next, local meeting will be Monday, October 16th, at 4 here, both meetings being 4. So, if there is nothing else, we will entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, Evelyn made a motion to adjourn. All those in favor? None opposed? Motion carries, and we will adjourn at 4:29.
The shortest
No.
meeting.
It is that